we're walking along the road because there is a lot of construction happening, and they've directed us around and onto the road, which was fun. But we dropped all our bags, we got in via the train, dropped our bags at the apartment, which is a really cool little apartment. I'll do a little tour when we get back, because it's a nice little 1-bedroom apartment with a kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, living room, all separate, which is nice. We're now just walking into sort of Alexanderplatz area, and check out the world time clock, which is cool. And then there's the big sphere thingy. So we're heading into that main sort of city area. Going to explore for the afternoon because it is currently about 2:30, 2:45. So we'll get some food. We haven't had lunch yet, so we'll have some food, and then yeah, that'll be the afternoon. So this is the world time clock. Oh, there you go. So we're walking up to it. Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra. This is the world time clock. So it's currently like 11:30 at night in Australia, which is cool. So it's got like this ring that just rotates around as the time in the world changes, and you can walk around the whole thing. There's a little spinny on the top. So yes, I think it's 11:30 in Melbourne.
It's 12:30.
12:30. Oh, it's daylight savings time. This doesn't compensate for daylight savings.
Oh,
that's why. Yeah, or 12:30, 24:30. Yeah, maybe. Depends on the line. So we've come to what is the East Side Gallery. It's the remains of the Berlin Wall, and it's been painted. And we've started at the start, and we're walking our way down. The way the sun's facing is you can't actually see what's coming up, which is kind of fun. So we can't actually see what's coming up, and we'll just see them as we walk past them. But when you look back the other way, you can see it all the way along because of the light, which is kind of fun. But yeah, it's really interesting to see and read the history of it. So we're on the east side of the wall, which is where the gallery is. There is like artworks and stuff on the other side as well, but this is kind of the famous part. But it's just amazing to walk along this wall that kept the city divided by east and west for so long. And it's now turned into like an art piece. And Berlin's obviously a very artsy city, which is really cool. So yeah, we're just going to enjoy that. Then we're going to head to Brunch. There's a brunch place sort of not far from here that we've seen pop up on a few things of videos of Berlin. So we're going to go do that. There's also a market that I think we're going to check out near here too. And then head to the other side of the city, to the Jewish Memorial, and yeah, a few other places as well. So that's our day today, but it started off early, bright and early on the Berlin Wall. place called Annelies for brunch. They don't open till 10, so we're just chilling out the front until they open. We're 15 minutes early. But their hotcakes look amazing. And they also do this scrambled egg on toast with like smoked egg yolk and like a kimchi aioli kind of thing, which looks and sounds delicious as well. So I don't know if I'm gonna go sweet or savory. I had hotcakes the other day, so I'm almost leaning to the scrambled eggs.
Wow.
I know.
Wow, bombshell.
I'm usually a sweet breakfast kind of gal.
Maybe we'll swap. Maybe I'll go the sweet this time.
The hotcakes do look really, really good. And I have followed this place for a while because of the hotcakes. So, yeah. But the scrambled eggs does sound amazing. And I kind of feel like savoury today, so we'll see. Finished brunch. It was amazing.
So good.
It was really, really good. So I had the scrambled eggs. So it was like scrambled eggs on this thick sourdough with grated smoked egg yolk on top. And a really spicy like mayo. And then Caitlin got the hotcakes and they were both, oh, so good. And they were a good sized portion. They weren't too big because they're so like filling and rich.
They were really rich.
Yeah. But it was delicious. So now we're heading to the market, and I think we turn here. Yeah, the market halls. So heading to the market now to check that out because it also looks amazing. And yeah, it's lovely.
Too early, I think.
So we're early for the market halls. It's more of a lunch, afternoon, dinner vibe, and it's mainly food. There's a lot of like hot food stands and that kind of thing, so they're just starting to get ready. There are some bakeries and fruit and veg and stuff that are open, but it's just some little kids running around on the ground. So yeah, we might get the chance to come back here, but if not, it would be a very cool place if we were here later in the day. So now we're going to head back towards the Berlin Wall, and then if we end, so I think if there's like a park we can walk through and we end up at the same point where we came from, Annelies, and then turn to go down the diagonal road if we go down this way. So we've kind of done the loop. Vintage record shop, which is very cool. So then yeah, we'll probably head to the Berlin Wall, try to get some photos. There was massive tour groups when we were there before, so hoping to squeeze in a couple of shots in between the tour groups. And then heading across to the Jewish Memorial. We've come to the Brandenburg Gate, and behind us a photo shoot is happening with some people that are not wearing a lot at all. Their bits are covered, but that's about it. They're in leather and they have chains and they have a whip, and there's two ladies and a man, and there's about 5 photographers shooting the scenes and they're changing positions. So we're not sure who they are, what they're famous for, if they're famous, or whether it's just some sort of clothing brand shoot.
Their OF shoot.
Their OF shoot. I don't know. But yeah, there's obviously a crowd building and they're very confident and they're not sort of hiding anything, but they've got the Brandenburg Gate in the back, so I'm going to say they're from Berlin or this area. That was interesting to see, very interesting to see. Managed to snap some shots of it, so I don't think I'll insert one. No. I don't know if it'll be approved. We might have to blur just their faces or something. Yes, that was interesting. But now we're at the Brandenburg Gate, and we're going to walk down to the Jewish memorial. So yeah, that's been a fun start to the morning. We've now walked down to the Jewish memorial, so we're going to explore this for a little bit, but it's literally like 100 meters up from the Brandenburg Gate, so we're going to have a look at that now, and then see what we do after this. But already it looks very, very interesting, so it'll be cool to kind of wander through, because I think they get taller and taller and walk down, and they're quite high. From street level they all look kind of a similar height, but yeah, we're going to go explore that now. So we're having some lunch. It's 2:39. We're at restaurant 840, which is in the, oh my gosh, I think this is ours actually coming now. Stand by.
Schnitzel?
Oh, that's yes. Yeah, sorry.
So, thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you. If you want my egg, you can have my egg.
Oh yeah, I'll have your egg.
So we just got our food, and the schnitzels are massive, huge. Oh, that cucumber and potato salad looks really good. So I went for the pork schnitzel. I did say no egg, but it's come with an egg, but that's how it comes. So Caitlin's gonna have my egg, and then she got a veal schnitzel with potato and cucumber salad and cranberries.
Yum.
So it looks good. I'm excited. And we also I got a Lagerwollen 16, delicious, very smoky. If you haven't tried it, try it. And she got like a Berlin, was it Berlin Kindle?
It's a Pilsner.
Pilsner. But yes,
really
so
good.
we're having that for lunch. So, because we're under the lovely fluorescent lights here at Berlin Central Station, we've just got a yogurt and a juice. Caitlin got a toasty and a coffee, and we're just waiting for the train to Hamburg now. It's a 2 hour, 2 hour? 2.5 hour?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hour journey. So it should be fine. Nice quick one. And we have a long slog tomorrow getting to Copenhagen on the bus.
Yeah, nearly 7 hours.
Yeah. So that's going to be a long one, but that'll be fun. We'll just make sure we pack some snacks and have food this time.
Yes, we definitely need to be organised.
Yeah, the 5 hour bus trip the other day where we didn't have any food was getting to the point of, yeah, we're struggling a little. And yeah, we head to Hamburg just for the night. It's kind of a transit stop on our way to Copenhagen. But Berlin has been lovely. It's been a whirlwind sort of 24, 48 hours. We haven't quite been here 2 days. But we've seen a lot. We did a lot of walking yesterday and we saw a lot too. We didn't go into any of the museums. We just sort of didn't have enough time, I don't think, to really submerge in all of that. But we went and saw the East Side Gallery. We went and saw Checkpoint Charlie, the Jewish Memorial, the Brandenburg Gate, and the fun photo shoot out the front of that. That was interesting. So we wonder what it's for. We think it could be, you know, an ad for Sexpo or something coming to the town. I don't know. As there was sort of like 5 or 6 photographers photographing the one scene, so that makes me think it was like a press shoot for some sort of event coming up. And then, yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment. So this will be a nice quick one on the train. Hopefully we're sitting next to nice people, because we're not sitting next to each other again. No. We're like a seat in front of each other, but we're kind of hoping that it's allocated that way, that it's not a super busy train, and then we each get our own 2 seats and we're just like near each other. But we'll find out when we get on the train, because I didn't have anyone next to me the whole time last time.
Yeah, I don't know why, because if you make a booking together you would assume that they would seat you together unless you book at the last minute. So yeah, so we thought, well, that's fair, we're going to be sitting in separate spots because we left it late the last one. But yeah, I had no one around me, no one in the 2 seats in front, no one in the 2 seats next to me, and no one actually next to me. So I don't know how they do it, but we know for this time. Also, there's not a heap of people on this platform, which is promising that we might get our own seat. It's just handy if we have our own space. But the Flix trains were great. The storage on the top. Oh yeah, like I managed to get my case up and on the shelf. Like, there's lots of storage in the Flix trains. The toilets were quite nice on the Flix train. We've been to much worse toilets on trains this journey. The ones in Italy were really on the nose. So we had our masks on, which helped, but didn't help a lot, because it penetrated the mask. It was that thick. Oh, it was awful. It was actually, yeah, it wasn't very pleasant at all. But Flix train's been nice. So there you go. If you're travelling Europe, highly recommend the Flix bus and the Flix train. They are budget, they are cheap, and the Flix buses can be quite cramped. So hopefully we get one of the more spacious Flix buses for the 7 hours tomorrow. Otherwise it's going to be a very uncomfortable. Look at the bags under my eyes. I haven't put any makeup on this morning because we got up at... You have to wear a mask as well, so there's not much point. This is true. Yes. Now, P2, FFP2 masks. So they've got the heavy duty ones as well that we have to wear, which has been fine because it's not been too hot. When it was hot in Italy it was not pleasant, but I'm rambling now. So. Made it to Hamburg. It is a lot fresher here. It's we googled the temperature and it's saying that it's 8 degrees, feels like 5. So we're going to go drop our cases off at our accommodation. It said we can drop them off early, and then we're going to go and explore for the day. So we've only got today here, so we'll wander around. This is also a very nice big station. Haven't seen the outside yet. Could be similar to Frankfurt, but we're not sure. Also, this is a really cute little mole man. He's doing, I don't know what he's doing, vacuuming up, scooping up some stones for the railway tracks, but I just thought that was a bit cute. So yeah, we're just going to find the accommodation, head that way now. So, we just ventured out. Long story short, if you come to Hamburg, don't stay in the train station because it's a scary world out there. It's yeah, we're staying on one side of the train set. The other side's not too bad. We went for a wander there today. Yes, it's kind of the bougie shops. That is true.
we're on the other side, the shadow of the station, where there are a number of characters prancing about the streets. So
Just being polite.
That venture to the supermarket was interesting. We survived. We were fine, but we were definitely being stared at constantly as people that probably aren't normally around this area. So that was...
Yes, we looked like we didn't belong.
Yes.
Okay.
This lift is also really slow. But yes, we did read reviews on TripAdvisor and on the hotel review that the area is probably not the cleanest and most pleasant place to be.
The hotel's fine.
Yeah, exactly. The hotel's fine.
And the location's good in terms of
it's so close to the station. Absolutely. And that was the reviews, that it was like very close, great for 1 night, 2 nights kind of thing. But if you're wanting to enjoy a dinner, you know, at a restaurant close to your hotel, it's probably not the area to do it in. There's no real restaurants around either, kind of kebab joints and that kind of thing. But yeah, it was just an interesting experience that I thought I would document. So we are on a ferry, which is part of the leg of getting from Hamburg to Copenhagen. The bus gets on the ferry and then we get off the bus and wander around, but there's like duty-free shops and whatnot, and we're just pulling out of port. But yeah, when we booked the ticket we didn't know there'd be a ferry involved, but it's literally like a 30-minute across a little short bit to sort of cut through rather than going right up on the mainland around to Copenhagen. So I think we're probably going to wander and explore a little bit. It's only 35 minutes and then we head back down to the bus, get on the bus, and I think it's another 2 hours? 3 hours? Just over 2 hours left on the bus. But it's been an alright journey so far this morning. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. We've had food and snacks this time, so we're not starving. But yeah, it's very cool. So that's where we're at the moment, halfway to Copenhagen. Through border control. That was probably the most interesting one here. We all had to get off with all of our belongings. I'm sure it's common in certain places. This is the first time we've had to do it this trip. We'll get off, get all of our belongings, line them up in front of us, and put all them on big long lines. And then the dog would come through and sniff all the cases, then come back and sniff all of us, and then they would do the passport check. So yeah, that was different, but all good. Back on the road now. It's midday, so hopefully we get in for 2. A couple more hours of driving, and then yeah, we should be there to enjoy Copenhagen.